It's Dalton with Florida Van Man coming at you right here with a vent fan install video. I think I'm going to rate this project as easy. Learned a little bit from the window install, but got it cleaned up pretty well. I think this is going to be easier because one, the vent fan sits flat on the roof, so it's a little easier to place, and the outline is just a square. That was kind of a weird rectangle with curves and edges that we had to cut out, so it's a little more challenging. This though, the vent fan, the white one was cheaper, so I bought the white one, and then I just did some Plasti Dip, a couple coats, and now I have the more expensive black one. Yay! Woo! There she is. So let's get to it. Tools we're gonna use for this one: we got our caulk gun, drill bits, masking tape, drill, jigsaw, and then we got, where is it? Metal cutting blades. Find them. And we got a measuring tape. We got a marker, and we're gonna cut out the opening. We're gonna get up there and measure it. So that it's 14 by 14 for the opening. So we're just gonna go by 14 inches long and 14 inches wide instead of trying to trace this. So we're measuring out the outline here using a square edge, and this, which I measured to 14 to make sure that I get a nice square. We got it outlined. Getting ready to cut it. We're gonna drill some pilot holes, and then with our metal cutting blade, we're gonna cut through this outline. And after we do that, we're gonna sand down the edges, and then we're good to go. I'm making sure that I'm not going outside of my outline here, because you can always cut out with a jigsaw, but if you go outside your outline, you're kind of...
Yeah, nicely worded.
I'm just gonna do 4 straight lines. Go nice and slow on this. You don't want to really, if you crank it out real hard, you're gonna mess some stuff up. Oh, we got a teeny corner holding on here. There she goes.
Hell yeah.
Looking pretty good. Woo! So we got our hole cut. I'm gonna sand that down a little bit. Maybe with a little metal file. And then I'm gonna put this guy in there. Basically, you notice how this van has ridges on it. If I were to cut an area with a ridge, I need an adapter, and they sell them on Amazon, whatever, you know, they have them for different models. But that's the reality of it. So I got lucky. This T1N has this spot in the back, and then this spot up in the front that basically was wide enough for this piece. Didn't have to do any sort of whatever's, so worked out real well. So now what I'm gonna do, sand, and I'm gonna drill these holes. I'm gonna get my screws in. One really important thing, you gotta make sure these clips, see how these clips, this is how the fan attaches. They have to be on the sides of the van. So they can't be like that. Can't be going forward because then your fan's gonna be pointing that way. And I don't think there's a front and back. I think it's symmetrical each side. So, Dylan's filming here. I don't know if he's a good filmer or not, but we sanded the edges. I taped the outside of where caulk is gonna go, silicone sealant is gonna go, because I want a clean line on the sealant. I learned that from the last project. That was really messy. It took me a long time to clean up. So we're gonna put this in. We're gonna get sealant all up in here and start drilling these pilot holes. And then we're gonna screw these screws in. And I guess when you screw them in, make sure you don't overdo it. If you over tighten, you'll strip the thread, because they're only threading to this metal right here. It's not like they're threading to some real thick piece of metal. So if you strip the thread, then they're not gonna tighten and hold. So that's why I'm using this and not that way. Slower. All right, so now we got the seal around and we got every single screw. Pretty much put caulk in it and around it, got everything hand tight. They didn't really have any specifications on how tight, but I would not over tighten these things. Like I said, you want to strip it. So we're gonna put this on right now. And there you have it. The roof fan is installed. Got to do some more cleanup work like last time. Looking good from the inside. This is all gonna get covered up with wall paneling, but the fan is in. Open it up. And let's see what it looks like from the outside. Ah, sick. Pretty good. I'm not screwing it up because that would suck. And yeah, so we'll see.